guys, I'm Chad Keegan and I'm standing in front of this antique, beautiful piece of machinery here that I just picked up. And about a month ago, Suregoal got a hold of me and they said, hey Chad, we love your videos. We've noticed it's been getting colder up there in Northwest Ohio and we'd like to send you a product to be able to keep you warm while you're out working. So what I have right here is a Suregoal heated jacket. So what this has in here is a battery pack that they send with you that runs the jacket. And there's heating elements in here. There's one in the back and there's two in the side right here. So this is going to keep me nice and warm. Let's get this thing open and I'll let you check it out real quick. Right here you got this little box. Right in this little box is the battery jumper, the battery pack, and the charging cord. So I'll stick that in a pocket in a little bit. Once I get the coat out, let me get the coat out real fast and we'll stick that in the coat. And we will put that on and I'll let you know how it feels. Comes with a nice hood that is removable, I believe. There's the inside liner. So that thing is going to keep you warm because that's going to keep all the heat in. And right here in this inside pocket is the little thing that you hook up to the battery pack. Right here. So you just go like this and boom. Now you are connected. I'm going to throw this in the pocket really quick and throw it on. And what's nice about this is it comes with this little sleeve thing with something for your thumb, so you can do this number or you can't do that number. You don't have to, and that keeps your if you have a long sleeve shirt or anything like that, that's going to keep that tucked in so it's not plopping out the bottom or anything like that. And there's more than one of these, so you can tighten this up to where it's tight around your waist. So basically all you have to do is push this button right here and it kicks on. 1, 2, 3. Hold it down for 3 seconds. It's on high. I don't know if you can see that or not because of the clouds and stuff, but or the sun, but if you can see that, the back is on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the front pockets are on too, so now I've got heat coming right here in the front pockets and coming in the back right here. So this will be nice to be able to work on outside and stay warm in the winter time. And if my wife needs it, if she's taking the dogs out or anything like that, she can throw it on and use it too. So thank you, Suregoal. I appreciate it. We'll get tons of use out of this thing. So if you want one, I'll drop the link in the comments, in the description, so you can go on Amazon right now and order one. They're having a big holiday sale, so go out and get you one. On the show, on the Chad Keegan YouTube channel. Back here, I got the shop vac out. I'm going to sweep this out and possibly remove one of these headliner panels here because this one's missing a few screws and there's stuff falling down. through here on me on the seat when I'm driving, so I believe there might be some mouse debris up in there. Looks like it's just some screws. It shouldn't be too hard to take this section off right here, and then I should be able to remove the center piece right here for this, and both those panels will hopefully drop out. May need to move some of these because I'm curious about what's up under there, and then everything else should be okay. I just need to you know, sweep it out because who knows how long it's been since it's swept out. And this is brand new and it's not too bad. I'm not going to flop back here until I at least have this swept out, because I will be the first person probably to ever sleep in this truck here in a few weeks. So I guess you'll just have to stay tuned to that. I'm not going to, and then I need to address this situation right here. I had a screw drop down in here. Well, it came down from up here when I was driving. I thought, oh, the answer to my prayers, because this thing was sitting there going like this, bouncing all over the place. So I threw that screw down in there, and it unfortunately went down behind that little bracket. And I can't get it out. It's a super pain in the butt. I was trying to the other night, but it was dark, and I was like, yeah, this is stupid. I'll wait until the sun's out before I do that again. So just look over here really quick, and then it's oh, it looks like it flips over. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, I didn't even realize that. I thought it was just hooked up on that. That'd be nice to be able to do that, but I mean, at least I'd be able to get my eyes back here to see if there's any mouse crap back here, and I can sniff around and kind of look at the gauges and stuff to make sure everything's okay. There's something for a light right there. There's something that's probably broke off right there. So yeah, that's cool. I can at least do that, and that'll be a lot easier for me to get that out now that I know that's that like that. And those are nicely just closed by hand and stuff. Unless there's a, no, I don't think there's anything to close them. This thing's actually super, like super-de duper warm. Okay, there's some crap up in the dash over there. There's some crap up in the dash over there right there, because they use this for hauling grain this last season, so that's probably why she's all dusty and dirty. But I think from living in a gravel pit and just living out of a barn, it's probably another reason why it's all dusty and dirty. Oh, I didn't realize that. I figured this mattress will probably go out. A memory foam will probably be put in, so I'll have to cut that and remember that, be mindful of that. And I thought I'll probably do something to where I can get fab some kind of curtain up to where I can button snap that to where at night you won't be seeing that. Unfortunately, whatever piece was up here, if there was something up here, it looks like there's something up here. It was plastic and it's been ripped off. But okay, so that's what those lights look like that are back here, because in the front, unfortunately, these two are missing, but that's okay because those could get some watermelon lights right here in this section. So that's what's up. But yeah, I'm gonna get out here real quick and start cleaning this up so I can get it cleaned up, because it needs cleaned up. And then I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna pressure wash it for the first time in who knows how long. Jack the cab up for the first time. I've never done it before. I've never jacked one of these up, so it'll be the first time jacking up one of these type of trucks with this kind of system here. With this latch system right here, you just pull this thing out, undo it, bring it back. That releases both the locks, and then it should be able to go up just fine. The gentleman I bought it from said that they had it up, so I should have no problems getting it up. And if I do, then I'll get a hold of Todd and I'll take it up there and I'll have him help me out, because they know what to do with this kind of stuff. So that's what's up. Okay, so I've started to sweep it out. I've got I took actually the blower first and blew all the cracks and crevices where there was stuff in there. So I'm just putting my glove real quick before I climb up in here. I've got both step ladders over there. It's just easier for me to do it from over here. Yeah, pretty much blew all back here because there's a bunch of stuff back here, and then I take the shop vac and sweep it up. So I was back here doing the mattress, and this plastic was just covered in dust, so I was using the bigger one, the wider one, to get it. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh, there's mouse crap under here I found, and I'm like, piss on it, I'm just going to take this off and do the whole thing. Well, then I lifted it up because I'm like, what's under here? Well, this mattress is all ate out by something, obviously. So something was living in here right there. So this mattress is going to have to go. Smells a little musty anyway, so I'll need to run up to the Walmarts and grab me a memory foam mattress, and then I will cut it, size it, and stick it in, and that'll be a lot nicer than this thing. It'll actually be higher too because they're thicker. But yeah, this has just come somewhat completely gross. So it's just, you know, it's just one thing that happens with an older truck when it sits, and unfortunately I'm taking someone's house away, but somebody's got to be a bad guy, and it might as well be me. So I just cleaned out the mattress because right back here is where it looked like somebody died, and there's a bunch of mouse shit and crap there, boys. And then you get back here and all this crap right here is falling down on Chad Boy's head every time he hits a bump. You see all that crap? Bunch of stuff. Somebody had a candy bar up there one time. Bunch of freaking decroded mouse crap back here in the corner. Freaking idiot. Already pulled this panel down and sweat back here and sexed up. I gotta do this one next. And then I'll put that piece back in the middle and we'll tuck it back up. There's a couple screws missing from here. So I'll put those in there and tighten that back up, sex that up, and then get this thing all cleaned out. I'll probably run to Walmart and just pick up a cheap memory foam mattress because that's the kind of guy I am and that's what I do. And I'll trim it to where it fits in there perfectly. Because see those notches right there? Those notches right there, that bed, that bed actually had the notches in it. But I'll get a memory foam mattress and cut it that way. It's nice and fresh and clean, and then clean all this up once I get done with the shop vac in here. This actually looked pretty decent under here. There's a screw I need to replace right here, but all this dash and all the wiring behind here looked really good, so that's a plus. Other than this mouse crap being in here, I'm taking care of the problem now. We're trying to be proactive, so I just wanted to get your eyes on that. That way you guys see what I was dealing with here, boys. Freaking idiot. Well, I took this piece out right here because I needed to get up in here in these panels since this one was hanging down. There's a big old nasty rat's nest right up in there somewhere. I don't know if you can see it or not if I'm pointing the camera. Probably right there. But this thing right here was full of it too. So everybody wants to do old truck things until it's time to do old truck things. And this ain't the fun part about it, but at least it's getting clean and taken care of. So I got some Windex over here soaking on this thing because it was full of decroded mouse crap down in the corners and back in here. There's even a candy bar wrapper in here. Somebody was having a good time. So I'm gonna sit here and let this sit on here. Then I'm gonna clean this up. I'll probably scrape it and clean it. I left all the lights and shit in there because it's just a harness that goes up there. It's okay, they got a little Windex on there. It needs freshened up anyway. It's not like, you know, that old stuff. It lasts longer than new shit anyways. Ain't no Windex gonna hurt that, if you know what I mean. Well, didn't get to wash it. Don't have no time. Run out of time here because it's Christmas Eve, and the kids that live in the studio apartment over here are coming over for snacks and games and things like that. So tomorrow I'll do that. Took those off because I don't need them on there just in my way from this box because I'm a super nice guy. Okay, that bracket looks like there's new bolts on it, oddly enough. I'll have to check that out, see what's going on with that. And then got all this somewhat cleaned up. Didn't do the floors or nothing because, well, I don't have time. But I did give it a nice Windex bath. All the dash looks better. Still kind of smells like pee. Windex bath back here because that was freaking gross. Took both of these, took this center thing out, pulled these down, was able to shoot in there. You seen that, clean all that out because obviously there was something right here that was living up there, so that always gonna stink. I'm gonna have to shove an air freshener right up in there from a schnoz. But got all that button back up, that cleaned out. The dash, I got this thing hooked up. I put that on there right here because that's the biggest thing I could get in that. Bolt was going to go down too far, so I just put that little nut on the back, and then that way I could thread it if I wanted to. But this looks so much better. Cleaned up all that dust off there, and this cleaned up pretty nice. I'll probably take some chrome polish and try to get some of that pitting out after I use some steel wool or something first and do it. I just don't want to use one of them blue ones because it'll be too much, and I don't want to make a mess. And then have to clean it all up. So tomorrow my plan is to come out, jack the cab up, check everything out, the engine. I did FaceTime with Garrett and James thinks it's a big cam 350 because it has this water cooler on the back. So I said, I don't know. Once I get the cab jacked up, I'll check the numbers. I'll check the numbers. If there's a tag still on the block, then I'll really know, because the build sheet does say that it's it says it's a 290, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll be able to degrease and pressure wash the thing. Pulled a little bit of the grease back there off, but I didn't get it all. I did get some, so I'll be able to degrease the thing. And I don't know, maybe I can see something. I'll look around here real quick. Get my handy dandy phone out, my smartphone, look around there, see if I can't see an engine number on here. But well, if there's a number stamped on that block, then I'll know that it's 350 because or 290 because the engine number is on. I mean, it handles like it's 290. It sure don't drive like the blue truck, and that's a 350 big cam, so I know that for sure because the tag's still on there. But tomorrow we'll come out and do what I want to do, and I'll clean this thing up and see what it looks like, all pressure washed down and sexed up, if you will. Oh man, Merry Christmas on a foggy Thursday morning. It's like 40 degrees. I think it probably feels probably in the 30s is what I do believe the weather was saying. And I'm going to try and get this thing jacked up here real quick, since I haven't done it yet and I've been waiting to do it. I feel like I've gotten interior done enough. It did rain last night, so everything's wet, which is fine, but I'm gonna need a couple, probably at least one new of those, because on the other side there's a little spot that's ate out. I noticed yesterday while I was in the back. Well, I'd seen some light in there, and I noticed that's going to shot right there in this bottom corner. So this is probably going to need to be pulled, and this is going to need to be replaced. But I'm going to grab a chunk of permagum real quick and throw in there, because once I jack it up, I don't plan on climbing in and out of the truck, since I want to pressure wash and stuff. So give me a few minutes, take care of that, and we'll try and jack this thing up for the first time. Okay, so I did what I needed to do really quick inside, just do a little small chunk up there. So apparently you're supposed to be able to like pull this thing back or something. I think you pull this back and then you flip it to where it unlocks this stuff. I do believe that will go like that. We'll flip this maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just this side safety latch, because I don't believe there's one over there. So I thought the dude said there was a safety somewhere. I'm gonna put you down really quick and try to get this thing to pop out to where I can get it to move, because I can't obviously do it with just my left hand. May need something else. I can't get that thing to move at all. You turn it. Okay, maybe. Nope. I don't think it matters at all. I'll probably get some lube on that bad boy or something. Or it helps when I hate that going in now. There's got to be a lock somewhere. Maybe. Huh. Interesting. Oh, why ain't that going up? All right, well. Yeah, I don't see nothing over here except a little spring over there. Should flip that up. And that should unlock that. Yeah, I don't know why this mechanism ain't going up. Unless there's a lock somewhere over here that I don't know of or see. This is the first time I've ever done this. I don't get it at all, folks. Maybe the stuff needs lubed up. I don't have the slightest clue here. And I'm gonna kill this really quick and figure it out. Okay, so my bracket down here, the thing that twists was a little tight. Took the hammer, whacked it a couple times, loosened it up, so everything should be good. Should be able to jack it up. So I've got to pull on this little safety hook right here and start cranking it. Once it gets past there, I can let it go. We'll see what happens here. Oh man, this thing feels like it's still locked or something. I don't know what's going on. Let me walk over to the other side really quick. This kind of feels like it's stiff. I don't want to blow any of the hoses out if there is something else locked. I don't think there is. I think that thing just kind of sits on there. Make sure there's no locks or anything in here. I don't believe so. I think we're good. Okay, there we go. Get off there. Okay. There we go. There. Oh, that's got a ways to go for that. Okay, that's good. Oh, well, since I've never jacked this up before, I'm going to grab a strap really quick and throw on that. Looks like I've got 2 more inches or something. I just don't want this thing going forward all the way over. You know what I mean? I'll be right back. All right, well, it's up. Oh, I just threw that up there. It didn't come close though. I need to tape all this stuff when I go to wash it. That way I don't get it wet or anything. That's a nice little rubber pad right there. For some odd reason, the plate's gone. So I can't tell you what exactly this is. If there was something right here, it's worn down. I can't see it right now. It's hard to see. It's really not too bad. It just needs a little pressure wash, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of TLC, a little bit of paint, a little bit of new shocks. Pretty much just the grease and grime from grease jobs and stuff on this. It's honestly fairly clean and shouldn't take a ton to get it right in there. All those hoses and shit look okay. There's a few. There's a coolant drip coming out of the hose up here. I noticed I'll have to tighten that up, but those hoses actually, I was worried about those actually all look pretty good, fairly good. So that's dripping right there, making a mess right there, blah blah blah. I'll take care of that. I plan on swapping that out, changing the oil, changing the fuel filter, and the old pyrometer. Looks like we got some blowout somewhere around here. Maybe someday this will, right here, we could, a new one of these would be nice. Looks like somebody did some work here because you've got new plates up in there. So that one looks like it could use tight a little bit. It's got a little bit of blow by back here, but other than that, it doesn't really look too bad. And if I had later when I come out, because I got to go in and take care of the dogs, later when I come out to pressure wash it and stuff, I'm going to have dirtier stuff on that I can really get my eyes in there. I still got to kind of figure out what's going on here. Maybe the cab wasn't sitting level. I don't know. Nobody ever said anything to me about that. It's not a big deal. It's what it is. Nothing to lose sleep over. So yeah, just get my eyes on it for the first time, and keep digging around to see if I can find something. I already looked and Googled to see where it would be, and didn't really say much. So I mean, I looked at all the places, but I can't see anything, and everything I can see is kind of worn down. So we'll see what happens when I get it clean, if I can see anything. If I can, I guess it's a mystery. It's a mystery engine. So I mean, obviously it was originally red. You can see that, so I figure we'll paint this thing red again, and then, I mean, this thing's gonna get completely stripped and blown out some in a shop somewhere. So all the stuff will come apart that don't need to be on that engine, and then I'll be able to clean it up nicely and, you know, tape everything else up that I don't want paint overspray on, and then do it to it. Just kind of give it that Chad Keegan resto mod touch, if you will, because I don't like, not saying I'm restoring anything, but I am going to do a resto mod on this, just because that's what the people want. That's what the people want. So I'm gonna go inside because it's a little nipply out here, and warm up and go handle what I got to with my wife, and then I'll be back out and we'll go from there. Well, I thought I started a time lapse, but maybe I didn't. I just washed the truck, just degreased everything and washed the truck, and I'm talking sprayed it everywhere on everything and just did everything. I don't know what you caught on the time lapse or not because the camera was off, and sprayed up there. Did the whole engine and everything just because I want to be able to see tags and anything else that might be covered up. And this thing's like super. This thing's super. It's kind of cool like that, but I'm sure that'll get touched up here and there, and some other things. Like I even sprayed the bumper with degreaser and then just hosed her off real quick. That should polish up really nice. I should be able to get most of that dirt and stuff off. I'll have to get the old wax on wax off out. But I'm getting ready to take the center caps and lug nut covers off because I don't want them on. I'm going to spray down the hubs and stuff, degrease those really quick. Yeah, this thing's super. Super. I don't know if I talked or not, but I took the liberty to cover up that. I always cover up the shifter and stuff so I don't get wet, and plug the hole. That way I can spray up here and whatnot and get all this stuff. I'm thinking those are going to polish up really nice because I can already see my reflection in them and they're super dirty. But these should too, but this is probably going to get gone and get some new ones. Yeah, those wouldn't be bad to polish up either because they're small. So that stuff looks a lot better, those white. Now it's clean. And I'll probably do that, and then I'll jack the cab down and do the cab. So I don't know, I'll probably just bring it back when I'm done completely maybe, and maybe throw some pictures in there if it really sparkles and throws out and shines. But yeah, I'm gonna do those hubs real quick. All right, it's all washed and cleaned up. Sprayed some degreaser on the cab, and well, that whatever Ralcan paint job kind of streaked out, so that's okay because you know what, this isn't the factory paint job, the stuff under that is. And I didn't like that color anyways. If I was going to have it, it'd be more of a cherry red. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that Ford rusty looking red when an old Ford Ranger comes along, so I could deal with that, but it's not in the cards So it ain't gonna stay red. It will be painted a different color because it needs to be. So yeah, it's clean though. I mean, they didn't do too bad. These are cool. I like these. It's the International right on them. Nice and clean. Those tires could probably be sanded and smoothed buffed. Same with those. Those tanks aren't going to be bad. Those will be gone. Something new will be on there. Some of those longer ones. Hopefully those will be changed out. So those are supposed to be in the line sheet. Those are only supposed to be filled up to 85 psi. Those are at 110. On the actual Goodyear tire, it says 105. So I'm going to probably let the pressure out of those, probably down to 90, because that's 90, 95 is what I run mine at on my trucks, just because I want a little bit of cushion and bounce from what I'm doing and what I'm driving, and get everything where you can. And I've never had any problems with it. They might wear a little funny, but they still, you know, I still do okay with fuel mileage and stuff like that. So when it comes to that stuff, it's just a personal preference, I guess, of what you want. Being this an old spring ride with a short wheelbase, those need to get lowered. My only fear is that chunks and stuff are going to start coming off them because this rubber is so hard. But I guess we'll see when I take it down south, when I have to go, in a few more episodes and videos. But for now, that's cleaned. So I'm going to just take the blower and blow some stuff off, get up in the cab and look around, see what got wet in there and what didn't, see if there's any leaks anywhere that I can notice. So that's what's up though. Nice and clean little scooter truck. Little scooter truck, nice and clean. This one still looks nice and clean for not being washed for a while, but yeah, man, this one still looks nice and clean for just getting washed the other day. It did rain last night a little bit, I do believe. So it's when I came out this morning, Muncie was covered with water. Yeah, that took the shine right out of that stuff. I'll tell you that much right now. But it's what it is. So let's open that door real quick and see if there's any water anywhere besides the inside of the windshield, because the seals are old and bad. Some of the felts are gone. Oh, it don't really look too bad. There is a leak somewhere because this was wet this morning. So I'll have to check out and see where that's coming from. Maybe in a door. Yeah, look at that up there. Yeah. Let's look at the other side, and then I'm going inside to see my wife. No. There's a little bit of water there. There's some on the door. Well, interesting. Yeah, look at how that just did that to that paint. Honestly, I would even just polish over it and see if the streaks were still in there and leave them. I think I'm weird, so I think things are cool and things might not be cool to somebody else, but that's just me.